Your upper belly button is pierced. No, not upper. My lower belly button is pierced. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, my ears. I mean,
at least it's not your pussy. Like,
okay, I can never do that.
It'd be real wild.
Then period infections would just.
Oh.
No. I don't know how you would have to wear a tampon when you get your pussy pierced. Yeah. For like you'd have to wear a tampon for like a year.
I can't even wear tampons.
It still gets dirty down there. Like you can't. Your pussy.
I feel like that piercing would stink.
It would, because your pussy literally pushes trash out of your pussy all day,
and
like,
it's going straight towards that piercing.
And if you're sitting at work all day, you can't clean it. You're just at work, so you have to just wait till you get off. Like, because you're in censorship. Like, I would have to go to the bathroom. That's why
I was making that face. I got a very bad visual. Like,
all that bacteria just.
That's nasty.
I'm never gonna pierce it.
Real
Plus,
nasty.
I feel like any nigga would be like, "You're low-key a hoe if your pussy's pierced."
Why is that shit pierced?
Why is your pussy pierced? With your nipple, I think there's so many girls with their nipple pierced, so they don't care anymore. Simple. Belly buttons ain't shit.
But your pussy?
So you a freako. Hey, it's Nina.
And Ashley, back with the bullshit.
And this is the Young and Getting It podcast.
Bitch, right as soon as we started recording, I started thinking about when you were like, yo, if you fall asleep on your own podcast.
your podcast ain't shit. Oh my God. That was funny.
Insider. Sorry. We recorded the Insider. I'm so sorry. It was just my first thought.
Because because I listened to a podcast episode and they were taping super late at night, and they brought like one of the original members back who's not on there anymore, or just a friend. I don't remember. And in the middle of the podcast, they're like, "You good, bro? You know you could go to sleep if you want to." Like, one of the dudes went to sleep during the podcast.
Oh my God. Why would you leave that in there?
That's how you, right?
I would slice the fuck out that episode.
I'll cut that bitch and tape tomorrow. I'd be like, this is it. We're done.
Yeah, we can't do this.
Well, yeah, like, if you're falling asleep during your podcast taping, your podcast ain't shit.
Yeah.
Like.
Or if, like, this is horrible. If you have members quit, I feel like something shaky's going on. Like, what's happening? What's going on, guys? Were we not? Like,
Insider.
Extra. That's all I start thinking about.
Oh my God, that's really funny. So welcome, guys. So sorry we tangented
together.
Just so you know, hit us up on Apple Podcasts, Young and Getting It Podcast. Subscribe, rate, and review. We're also on SoundCloud.com/WeAreYagip. Follow us and comment. We'll comment back. You can also follow us on YouTube. Search Young and Getting It Podcast with no G at the end of the getting. And we're on there. Subscribe, watch our videos. Let us know what you think. And it's cool because, you know, our live guests that people are actually interested in, you can actually see them in action. Sorry that our earlier episodes do not have video footage, because I'm sure you've wanted to see King Vader, but King Vader will be back. So we'll tape him next time.
Hit us up too.
Yeah, it's like we'll tape with him another time. We just want time to pass so we can measure our growth and his growth also.
Yeah, we're still babies.
Yeah, but also we're on Google Play, we're on Stitcher, we're on Pocket Cast. Search Young and Getting It Podcast.
You can also find us. I said that weird. You can
also find us.
You can also find us at Instagram and Twitter at YAGI_podcast. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/YAGIPOD. You can also email us, talk to us, holla at Ashleyandninapod@gmail.com. We look out for y'all. Look out for us. And then we also have our website, www.weareyagip.com. Check it out. You can see everything there, pics. We have links to all of our other social media. There's a little about me. It's about me and Nina. And there's also a contact section. Like, if you don't know how to work email, I don't know who you are, but it's possible. Okay. If you know how to work Apple Podcasts and not email, I mean, I don't know.
That's just strange.
But
you're sheltered.
If you don't know how, you could also contact us on our contacts tab on our website.
Yes, bitch. But yeah, so we're back for another week, another exciting time.
Another bag secured.
Oh my God. By the way, Tyrone Hankerson, he's Nigerian. So the scamming continues.
Didn't you tell me like Nigerians is some scamming ass niggas?
Yeah, that's all those people. Okay. The people who email you talking about, I am actually a prince and from this place, and my uncle is having health care in the U.S. and I have to send him $830,000, but since I can't do it through my bank, I have to
Why can't you?
Those bullshit emails. That's
I would never believe that. Like, why wouldn't you be able to do it?
It's sad because the people they get are those old people who weren't around when the technology was being, so they're super lost and they're like, gullible. Oh yeah, I can make interest on this during my retirement, and da-da. They end up losing all their money. And it's funny because they emailed my dad back in like the 80s and he was like, this is a Nigerian. So he literally replied to the email in his language and they replied cussing him out. That's super funny.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. And it sucks because it's like, obviously a ton of other races scam. It's just that Nigerian is known for scamming because, poverty. Everyone's known for something. Nigeria is known for scamming. Nigeria isn't known for like crazy murders all the time. That's like Mexico. You know how Mexico,
the fucking cartel.
Exactly. The cartel. We literally, when we go to Mexico, we get warnings saying, be careful, do not be alone. They're killing
Stay away from
people
me.
Everywhere.
Please.
They're killing people everywhere. Nigeria, obviously people die everywhere, but in Nigeria, it's like Boko Haram and the scamming. Like, so Tyrone.
That's tragic.
Tyrone. Another semester down. I mean, my semester's about to end. Another semester down. Another bag secured.
Another loan debt
secured.
I'm
like, another semester down. Another car note payment made. Like, what the fuck? Another credit card bill payment.
Like we were talking about how we were so tired of the term bag.
Yeah.
Like,
you're not. Bag is for these celebrities who don't want to pay taxes, so they make the club pay them in cash. You guys are not getting bags. You guys are getting a piece of paper.
No, you're getting a fucking wire transfer from your fucking job.
You're getting direct fucking deposit. And if that money was transferred into cash, it would not fill a bag. That shit would fill a Ziploc. Y'all need to chill. Not even it would not the super bag, nigga. The shit that don't come.
The sandwich bag.
The sandwich bag that don't come with the zip. The one that
for sure. Because I was like, damn, that sounds like a lot of money though.
Sandwich bag that just comes where you just gotta fold it right.
Like, we understand being proud of your accomplishments, but
it's not a bag.
Levels, guys.
It's not a bag.
Levels.
And I was telling Ashley a study I heard. Dang, I wish I remember what podcast, because you guys know all I do is listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts more than music. They said that if you say that you're doing something,
I remember you telling me about
this. It takes away your motivation from actually doing it. So, like, just for an example, I can be like, oh, I'm gonna open up my own cosmetology store. And once you say that out to people, your brain takes it as if you already did it. So your motivation towards doing it actually decreases it. So people who don't talk about what they're doing actually tend to become tend to reach their goals more often. So, and that's something we have to learn. Me and Ashley always are talking about our goals with each other, and some obviously on the show, because the show is fucking about it, but I do have to learn to say, okay, like, these are the things that I want. Like, obviously I'm going to still talk to my close friends about the things that I'm doing, but like, let me not talk about it. What I'm going to say is, like, I need to do this to get there. Don't talk about the final product. Talk about things and talk about it as if it hasn't been done.
Like, people that be like, oh yeah, I move in silence, and then they're like posting a picture of a car. It's like, bruh, you just not verbally bragging. Like, you're showing us what you got, which leads us to assume that you have a certain amount of money or something. Like,
and you might have just leased it.
Yeah.
And you might be paying $9.
Like,
this
that
girl
tweet
said,
I saw.
Oh, go ahead.
This tweet I saw. It was like, oh yeah, I move so quiet. I probably saw it from Eugene. I see all the funniest tweets from Eugene. Like, I go on his Snap. Like, as soon as I see he posts something, I'm like, yep, I'm there. It was like, yeah, I move in silence. And somebody was like, then what you so loud for? And honestly, like, that's really how I be feeling. Like, people would really be like, oh yeah, I move in silence. Like, I don't talk about what I got. But then it's like, if you really moved in silence, you wouldn't be telling shit. You wouldn't even say you move in silence. You would just be doing that shit.
You would just be doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this one lady, she, like, her now husband, before, like, they got where they are now, they just bought a house cash. Okay. When she first met him, they were both broke, and this nigga had a car, and his monthly payment was $900 a month because his zero down trash credit. And she was saying, she was like, look at what they'll do. Look at what these car dealers will do. Knowing damn well nobody should be paying. First of all, nobody with bad credit. Because, yeah, if you're rich, whatever. But you're bad credit. You're paying $900.
I can't fucking trust you. You got bad credit. That means you've been evading shit for a while, bro.
If a nigga tells you to pay $900 a month, you are the scum of the earth. Like, and not even you, your credit
and
background.
They letting you do this without a down payment.
Oh my God. They're basically saying, I hope you go into default so you could pay us interest.
Yes.
Like,
they're betting on your failure.
They're betting on your failure. That's all it is. That's why me and Ashley always talk about, like, Instagram is like, oh no, it's just gotten so much.
It's annoying.
It's gotten so much more boring.
Yeah,
like,
I really don't like it.
All I watch is like Cardi B because she's funny. I watch the dancers videos. Obviously you and like my close friends. I watch people working out. I watch a ton of workout videos. Like, as soon as somebody says like, there's so much. I'm not even gonna say because I'll be too specific. But
booties out.
I've actually deleted most people that like put their booty on the counter. There's only some people that I watch because it's entertaining.
Booty on the counter. At this point in my life, I'm like, it's literally a fucking follow button. I don't give a fuck if you care if I unfollowed you. If your content is annoying me, I'm gonna fucking unfollow you. I don't care if I fucking know you from somewhere. If you're getting on my nerves and I'm tired of seeing the shit and it's always the same shit, I'm gonna unfollow you.
Honestly, after 500 followers, it's probably trash. Like, if you have over 500 followers, then your timeline is garbage. I couldn't possibly see that you have 500 or over 1,000 people that have good feeds
that you're interested in.
Like, I deleted all the social media ones, and then I was like, damn, I don't know about shit going on. So I re-added the Shade Room, but Baller Alert and the other ones are all gone. Like, Instagram is so boring because also I be looking like, now that I'm so into like finance, I be looking at people and the stuff they're wearing, and I'm like, bitch,
what's your savings account like?
Is your savings account looks weak just by the outfit you're wearing. Like, you look like you spent all your cash. You look like a cash spending ass bitch. Mm-hmm. I mean, we spend cash, but we don't spend our savings.
No, hell no. I'd be crying if I ever have to go like transfer that shit.
Like, if you have all Gucci on and you transfer from your savings to checkings, I don't like you.
I definitely don't like you.
Like,
you don't have a bright future.
You need to be consistent. Yeah. Okay, sweetie. The only time you can transfer from your savings is if that savings is for your car, your
like
car
to pay
and
a
your
bill,
rent.
like to pay for something that's an essential. And it shouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna transfer or pull money out my savings to go get a dime bag.
But also, you shouldn't be pulling out of your savings to even pay for rent if you didn't allocate it for rent.
True.
That shit should have been allocated.
Yeah.
So if you're just like, oh, I ain't got money for rent, let me pull from savings, you're
living life on the edge.
Yeah, and guys, the recession's about to happen, so don't say I didn't warn you.
I'm so stressed because she's been saying this.
Don't say I didn't warn y'all niggas. It's coming.
I know. That's why I'm like, I gotta secure my savings account.
It will be like a record if it doesn't come within the next 2 years. Like, it'll be something that's never happened before. It'll be like, wow.
We can thank Trump.
I know. I kind of want it to happen while he's in the office.
What if this is like an illusion? Like, what if this is like the grand scheme of things? Like, what if this is why things are the way they are? I always be thinking about that because you know how everything's always a bigger picture and it's like we just can't always see it.
Yeah.
Just like how we were talking about how people write movies and like write shows. It's like, how do you think of this whole thing?
So intricate.
And it works together so well on some of like these amazingly put together shows, amazing put together movies. Like how is your mind that expansive to think about this big old thing? Like,
that's why they need
somebody
teams.
could do that with the world too. Like, they know how to influence us. They know how to get us to do things. They know how to guide us in a certain direction. Even like if you don't think that you are being guided, you're being guided.
Did you see that? Did I ever?
Yeah, you showed me the video where all the newscasters are saying the same thing. Watch, Nina and I gonna go disappearing.
I know.
I'm getting scared. Like, oh shit.
They're saying the same thing about Chris Brown. Like, you're real famous. You better be careful because he posted it. But my friend at work, I mean, friend is a strong word.
Yes, associate. Someone associate.
Yeah, coworker. Pulled up and said that it's a certain like business that owns all those news stations. So they basically gave out a statement and said like, you guys need to read this. And I'm like, wow, that's so trash. And like, imagine if you found out that like Trump was affiliated with those people. Yeah, because it was about democracy. And when people say shit about democracy, it's like, I don't know if I believe you. You sound like a Republican.
And because essentially democracy isn't even a real thing. It's just like an illusion of being a real thing.
The country was supposed to be a democracy, and then the shit got split up.
I mean, I feel like if you could come here and have slavery, democracy was never on the agenda. So
they're lying.
Let's not pretend.
That whole constitution was made for white people. And then once black people got rights, they're like, oh, no,
fam, we didn't mean it.
That's not what we meant. Nah, because...
If you read the small print right here,
that's what we meant.
Right here,
we meant. But yeah, just
We're so ignorant.
Yeah.
But you know what? It kind of ties into like one of the topics that we got from our listeners a while back.
Shoot it.
And so it's like how to be you 100% of the time. They wanted to know that about adulting. And I feel like,
bitch, I'm gonna get fired.
Exactly. Like you can be you 100% of the time,
Yeah.
but you have to know how to
there's many versions of you.
Yes, know how to communicate it. Like you have to think about your white people communication and then your black person communication, because you mean the same things when you talk to like people at work.
Yes.
For instance.
Yes.
You just have a different way of saying it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like censoring yourself, but I guess that is you. It's just you censored.
Yeah.
You know? So
and it's sad we can't be that way, because I really wish I could be like, well,
okay.
at some of the hospitals I go to, I really am myself, and I just don't give a fuck, because like,
yeah,
I don't like this job. I just don't care.
I'm myself at home.
Oh,
I'm myself at school, but it's still some shit happened recently, but it's still censored because like I am the only black person in the class.
You can't just be like, fuck you.
Yeah, because they'll drop
at home,
you.
That's probably what I'll do.
Yeah, if you was on the street, like if any of my rude ass teachers were on the street, like I wouldn't even be just saying fuck you. I'd be destroying their whole life and making them cry.
Okay.
You know, but that's why I was like, the way to be 100% you is to be fake. No, I'm just kidding.
Just be a fake ass bitch who's real anyway.
Yeah, like,
especially in LA.
Okay, like it's basically, in all seriousness, it's censoring yourself.
Yes.
So at work you can be, I'm definitely myself at work. I'm just censored. I don't talk about things that would be considered inappropriate. You know, like everyone,
and if inappropriate conversations happen, I make sure to exclude myself.
I jump out of them
because I'm black. I just don't want to be tied into stuff like that. Like, so even though people may say that it's not there, you will get different reactions depending on the person you are and depending on your status in a company.
Yeah, and I mean that's part of the reason why I look forward to being an entrepreneur and really being on my own, is because I want to get to the point where I can not censor myself and actually be myself, you know. Like I want to just live my life.
Let me just be a CEO.
And that's partially why I get irritated at school. That's why I get I don't really get irritated at work. I'm just tired.
I get irritated
but
at
like
work.
I get irritated at school because I'm like, I don't want to listen to you. Like, you know, like that's how I really feel. I'm like, you're telling me to do something, but I'm a whole adult and I actually don't care about you at all, and I don't care about anything you want, and I actually don't like you, and I wish I wasn't here, and I wish I never had to meet you. That's what's going on inside of my body. Like, and not every teacher, just the shitty ones. Like, I think that part of, you know, being 100% yourself is like, you know, putting yourself in a place to be 100% yourself, because we live in America, and America is 100% not real. Like, not 100%, but like not 100%
like
real.
80% not real.
Right.
Unfortunately, like
the government is a scam. Like everything's a scam. So you have to put yourself in a position where you can do that. And it's unfortunate because we want to answer the question and be like, you know what?
Let me give you the key.
Be confident. Put on your best outfit. Put on your best smile.
Make new friends.
Be social. Oh, but no, it's not. That's not the world we live in. And if you want to get a really good job, you do have to put on that
face.
That mask, you know. So
remember that one substitute we had for like a fucking week before somebody complained about him, and he was talking about how you are yourself, you just have different versions of yourself. So you put on a mask when you go out, you put on a mask when you go hang out with your friends, and all that different stuff. He was so inspirational. What was his name?
Dang, what class? The English
class, yeah.
Damn, I feel like I know you're talking about, but I don't.
White bitch.
Oh yeah, remember she separated us. But I mean, that's the truth. Like, because I want to be helpful and be like, you know, do this. First of all, just be yourself. But honestly, if parts of yourself aren't cool, you need to change them.
Yeah. So introspection.
Yeah. Do a lot of introspection.
And, you know, observe other people and make sure you're surrounding yourself with genuine people. So this also ties back into what we talked about last time about your choice in having diverse friends. So if you have diverse friends, if you have friends that are genuine, like that will help you feel comfortable being your true self all the time, because you don't want to surround yourself in a situation when you're with people that make you feel uncomfortable. Yeah. And make you feel like you have to change who you actually are. Like you feel like you can't be yourself. But like if you're like a child molester or some shit, like fuck you.
Whoa, that got dark.
Yeah, like, you know, because I don't want people to think like you're accepting everything, because as we know, people are lazy and they like to generalize everything,
right? That's
and
true.
make everything what it's not. So it's like, if you are a bad person, fuck you, go work on it
and be by yourself.
Yeah,
if you're a terrible person,
and don't be yourself.
Don't be yourself.
Somebody fucking different.
If you like fucking children, don't be yourself. Fuck adults.
If you like shooting people, fuck you.
Don't be yourself.
If you like being racist, fuck you.
If you want to be a mass murderer, all you have to do is shoot yourself first,
because you always kill yourself in the end anyway.
That's what from Charlemagne the God. It's like, before you mass murder everyone, just do one step prior. Just shoot yourself first, and then we'll see what happens after that.
And we know what happens after that.
Exactly. Just shoot yourself first.
Yep.
I don't want anyone to die. But
yeah, we got a little dark.
Yeah, but that's
reality. Adulthood.
That really is. And there's so many shootings, and I always say the media has made people start shooting more.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks. Like, the media is influencing people to be like, hey, I can get a gun. And I've always thought about killing people because Grand Theft Auto was so fun, and people always try to relate it to video games, but it's not always.
I mean,
Some
I
niggas is just
read
crazy.
a study in college, and the percentage it sways kids is so small.
Yeah,
but
it's mostly niggas who can't fuck. Like, it's mostly guys who can't get a bitch. Like,
whoa,
it's usually guys who are like bullied in school, or there was a girl they liked who totally dissed the hell out of them. Like, it's always stories like that. Like, people who are bullied are treated like crap. You know, those are the. But even though, like, y'all shouldn't be bullying, so.
But I mean, if you get bullied and you don't know how to handle it, don't kill people. Go to therapy.
Right.
We promote therapy so much because it's so fucking important.
It's so necessary.
All these people, like, I feel like, yes, a majority of the people that have done the mass shootings do have mental illnesses, and they do need treatment for them. But we just can't keep letting it get to the point that once they do the action, we're like, oh, they're mentally ill, they need help. We need to find a way to intervene by making mental health normal, making it something that's talked about, making it something that's socially acceptable. So niggas is like, oh, let me go to therapy. You know, like, I'm having these bad thoughts, like these thoughts I shouldn't be having them. Like, let me go figure out why I'm having these thoughts, instead of like, I'm having these thoughts.
There does need to be a huge push for therapy.
Yeah, because I feel like people have these thoughts, and then they ruminate on these thoughts, and these thoughts spread and then spread and spread, and then this is all they can think about.
That's it.
Because, like, half the time people that do like these horrible massacres, like, they go back and they look at their internet history, and they're like Googling mutilated bodies, Googling videos of people getting chopped up and shit, like
posting about killing in some sort of way.
There's all these signs that they're like ruminating on these evil thoughts and letting the devil in, because that is his work. And
I've had a girl tell me she let the devil in before. So people do let the devil inside.
I feel like that would be so scary.
Horrific.
I just don't want to imagine that. Like,
I was in the car when she was telling me.
Oh,
that was our last hanging out ever. Yeah, she like tried to kill herself multiple times because the devil told her to tie bricks to her ankles and shit. Yeah, it's just all this super, like, this girl was possessed, you know, like, that's the power of having God around you, because you could be sitting next to someone who's possessed with the devil, and the devil doesn't enter you. Because I know, like, I know there's people out there with the devil in them that are like, I'm godly and I'm the devil ain't in me. So
no.
Yeah, so people are crazy. People are really crazy.
There are crazy people out there.
And to tie that into the question, like, if you want to be 100% yourself and you're really struggling with that, therapy will help you a lot, because it'll help you process the things that are making you not be yourself. Exactly. You know, it might be childhood trauma, it might be like parental trauma, it might be like anxiety, like
depression,
all these things,
bipolar disorder. It could be a lot of things. We're not trying to diagnose you, but it could be like an underlying issue and you just don't know it.
Exactly.
Or you just don't know how to unpackage things. And I feel like as humans, as time has gone on, we don't really know how to unpackage things, because life is always go, 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 go. Like, I have to eat, I have to provide, I have to survive. And it's like, you don't really have time to sit back, reel it in, and think like, okay, like,
how can I therapize
how can I do self-care for me? And so just a story of my own, like, for helping me be 100% me, like, when I know, like, I need to draw back and have that time to myself, like, and not have to talk to anybody, I do it. Because when I get to feeling that way, where it's like, man, like, the next person that talks to me, I'm very tense, so I could go the fuck off.
That was me this week.
Yeah, and it happened.
And I went off.
Unfortunately, sometimes that does happen. Like, you do go off. But I've started to learn how to, like, kind of prevent that. And part of it is being prepared. Like, if you're not prepared for life and you're already tense, like, that just adds more stress to the situation. Like,
yeah.
And so my self-care was just like fucking I meal prepped for myself a few weeks ago, and I didn't meal prep this week, and I felt the difference. So it's like that just helped me have a peace of mind, because like I know I have food, I don't have to stress about spending money on food, like so it helped set aside a lot of time.
That kind of sucks, because I was in that mood this past week, and it was like, when you're in school, you're forced to be around people, like you can't, and all I wanted to do was not be around anyone all week. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I just wanted to lay in my bed, because I was telling Ashley in the car that when I lay in my bed, it's like a feature film. Like, I'm like, oh my God, man, like fuck, man, like, yeah, man, we're gonna sleep today. Like, that's really how I feel. Like,
niggas be happy to lay down.
Man, yeah, we made it to the bed. Like, that's how much this week I haven't felt like talking to nobody. So yes, you also have to do a lot of introspection. For me, I think that when people bring bullshit into my life, especially if we're not friends, that's usually the last time I ever speak to you. So even though I don't know if it's the best thing, I cut people off so fast.
No, that helps too, though. It helps you be yourself. Like, if you know you're not going to tolerate a bullshit ass relationship, the more the better. Like I was saying, like, when you follow people and it's feel like you're following them out of obligation, it's a fucking follow button.
Or when you're surrounded by people who don't like you for who you are, it's like, just leave. Fuck. Like, and that, honestly, if that's the thing, is people have an issue like leaving situations like that, because it's like people don't like being alone, and it's like you cannot like it. Yeah, you cannot, like, I always wonder about people who are like getting married and in relationships and they haven't even spent time by themselves for an extended period of time, because I'm like, have you even realized whether or not you have some sort of attachment to being with someone? Like, marriage is forever, and that's people have issues like 20 years into their marriage because they didn't deal with it at the jump, or just throughout the marriage, you know? So it's like, you need to really learn to be by yourself first, because then when someone else comes into your life, it's more of a compliment.
And then when dependency,
and when someone poisonous comes into your life, you're like, actually, I'm just never gonna actually speak to you again or see you after this moment. So there's beneficialness. There's benefits to it. But yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of complexities when it comes to being yourself. There isn't just one answer. It just takes a lot of introspection, taking time to yourself, self-care, you know, and it doesn't cost money to care about yourself. Like,
it depends.
I mean, if you really want to do something cheap, you can. When we were broke, we were still.
Or just like do something when you're at home.
Right.
You know, like if you have a face mask at home, put it on, wash your hair. I did my hair. You know, I usually don't when I work, which is a very lazy thing, but my hair be covered. So I really don't be doing my hair. So I be looking toe back sometimes. Like, in my opinion, toe back. But not in y'all's, but I be feeling like I look hurt. But I did my hair, you know?
Self-care.
Little things.
For people who like to stay at home, because I stay at home because I ain't trying to get shot in public, since everybody want to be shooting people. Good self-care is go home. Oh, sometimes cleaning my room feels real good.
Oh, yeah. It's like a whole reset.
I vacuumed my room, and I love hearing them little spectacles flying up the vacuum.
And I like looking at the streaks on the carpet.
My God, my carpet looks great right now. Oh, my God. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, going home, put your shit away in your room so it's not looking wild.
Put it away right away.
Yeah. Fucking put that face, wash your face, put that face mask on, and turn on Netflix and put on This Is Us.
You trying to tell them what to watch now.
Yeah, there's so many shows to watch. Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee is freaking amazing, but I mean, there's a billion shows. But yeah,
My 600-Pound Life. My
God. Oh, Love After Lockup. Oh my God,
there's a lot out there.
Atlanta, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no, I just started watching This Is Us, and every episode wants me to cry. So I'm tired of them. I don't want this. I don't want this. Like, you guys are trying to make me cry on every episode. Stop.
Who the fuck are you?
Like, God, it's such a good show. You definitely need to watch. Like, it's good, and it's good because there's Black people in it. So it's very mixed. Like, any race could like that show. But yeah, I feel like we answered that question.
Yeah.
That was more of a question. Do we have more topics, or should we just get into like answering questions?
We should take a break and then get into answering questions.
Okay.
Hey y'all, so I wanted to interrupt the show very quickly because something came to my attention this week when I was on We Buy Black. Incarceration is a problem amongst minority communities, especially in the African American community. So this week I came across a website called joinpromise.com. So this website provides a cost-effective, more humane alternative to incarceration by extending the capabilities of community supervision, improving long-term outcomes for individuals and communities. So I thought this was great because incarceration is a large problem amongst African American and minority communities. And through this website, they develop a care plan, a care kit. They view your progress. You could check in on your phone. They have care team communication. There also are calendar reminders. And one of the very, very important things that I found is that they send a typed out document of the report from court, which is very important because a lot of African Americans or just minorities can't afford the proper lawyers or attorneys while they're in court. So to have a official copy sent to you afterwards is great, just so that you can review it and make sure that everything is correct. There also is electronic monitoring, and another good thing that I found on We Bought Black is that Jay-Z and Rock Nation, I believe, have contributed to this app, and I think that's great. I think it's a great cause to give money to, especially since this is such a large problem. I think we should fund processes to stop incarceration instead of funding prisons and building more prisons and making the school to prison pipeline alive and well. So if you want to check out this app, if you know somebody who needs it or could use it, you can find it at joinpromise.com. Be sure to check it out and spread the word. And I appreciate you guys listening. So back to the conversation.
You know what I don't like? Girls that be with niggas that look like drug dealers.
Sorry, I didn't know. You said bitches like niggas who look like drug dealers.
Yeah, like they be with niggas that look like drug dealers. Like, what is the appeal of a hood nigga?
What is the appeal of a hood nigga?
What's the appeal?
Okay. So the bitches that fuck with hood niggas are always the most basic bitches, because if you have any sense about yourself, you know that hood niggas are probably the least attractive. Mm-hmm. The only attractive hood niggas are the ones that got out and did something with themselves, because then you got that rough man who been through it. But then you got a nigga who works.
Like, I think bitches be like hoping they niggas the one.
They really be like, man, my boyfriend might be around. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm thinking about someone. I'm like, and the funny thing is I'm laughing because I'm like, I don't even think she believe in him. She's just like, he about to stop soon. Well, that tea's very hot.
There's this girl I seen on Instagram. She had a hood ass boyfriend. We need to hurry up.
Shit.
Yeah, she had.
Oh my god, I have a project due at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, continue your story.
She had a hood ass boyfriend, right? And then I looked at her and I did some research and I was like, oh, she looked like a hood ass bitch. So it makes sense. So like, maybe some of these people are hood rats.
Yeah.
And we just don't know it. Like, some of them are hood rats. So that's like the appeal they like. But I really don't know what the appeal of a hood nigga is.
Man, I'm honestly, like, when I was driving today, I was like, I'm so grateful that none of my relationships worked out. Like, mm-hmm. I can never be, not even relationships, all the people I've ever dated. Yeah. I am so grateful that it didn't work out, because I really could have been in a long-term relationship with any of the people I dated, which all of them are nobody I would ever want to end up with. So I'm just like, well, God is really good. Mm-hmm. Like, God really gave me another chance, because I know people. I've had a friend like text me like freaking out. I've had multiple friends call me freaking out, crying like, I don't like the situation I'm in. I don't like I don't know how to talk about it. Like, just crying and just total freaking out, total like, I don't want to be in this, like. And they're in it because their mind doesn't even expand to the point that it's like, you could break up and meet someone better. They're not even there.
That's like, so scary.
It's really sad, because I'm like we talked about before, like, you can't like tell people what to do. They need to let them fall.
Yeah.
Because I've had
on their fucking face, because that's like, the only way they learn.
Y'all don't need to be with the niggas y'all are with, but it's like, you just want to be with somebody so bad, and it's like, there's more. Like, when you were 18, was that your last nigga? When you were 21, was that your last nigga? Except for you. I mean, you're getting married, but I'm like, when you were like,
bitch, I ain't even engaged.
but you're gonna get married. But it's
Okay.
like, for people who are single now, like,
Yeah.
when you were 23, was that your last nigga? When you were 25, was that like, no, none of them were. So it's just like, people will stop just like, oh, I want to have kids. I want to have a baby,
Shit,
but it's
no,
just,
I'm not gonna settle just to have kids.
man, people be
Like,
settling.
I'm not.
I don't like.
Shit,
Oh,
if something
man.
came up today I didn't like about my nigga, I'd fucking leave. Like,
Yeah, I'm just really grateful.
I just can't do, like, because you can't, if you don't like something, you see you don't like it, you don't want to be unhappy forever.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I see it. Like, I know marriage doesn't have to be a forever thing, and some people are really like, yeah, I might get divorced, and are okay
I have a
with
friend
it.
who said that. They were just like, well,
like, no, I don't want to go into it with that mindset, like, oh yeah,
it might happen.
yeah, like
whoa,
what?
shit.
Like, I know it might, but it's not like that might is not at the front of my mind.
Don't
Like,
marry this nigga if there's a might.
yeah, like if you're having that thought, like, that's just scary.
It shouldn't be there at all. It's just and also I
mean,
like,
the thought, like, it's natural to doubt things, but it shouldn't be super like heavy to where you're like bawling, like,
right.
and freaking out.
Yeah. I mean, one of them, it's just her nigga just looks like a fucking ghoul. Like,
Okay.
shit. But
So that
no, but
Rude.
you know how, like, it's like, I don't even want to meet a nigga who's like, oh, I'm an executive and I'm at the top, because them niggas is gonna fuck any bitch.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
most of them are, like, even the Christian ones.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, there's so many men who assume that because you have high standards, you want to meet a nigga at his top. I still will meet a nigga who's building. It's just I have standards as to, like, what kind of person are you? Like,
Yeah.
how do you build?
Like, are you as one of the moving silence niggas that ain't moving nothing and not
Yeah.
moving in silence?
Are you just posting Instagram pictures that make you look successful, or are you actually hustling so bad? Like,
Mm-hmm.
when you call me, are you saying, my bad, I was busy, and, you know, like, at work, like, my bad,
Yes.
I got busy at work, so bye, this happened today, this happened today,
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear a person like, you know, like, or just the people or the nigga who's like, yeah, I was with the bros, you trying to hit the club tonight.
fuck
I don't want
that.
none of them niggas. Like,
No.
but at the same time, because I was thinking about it today, I was like, I don't want a nigga from the top, because them niggas have it all already. They're gonna fuck mad bitches. If you're rich, like, any bitch will fuck you. So it's like, I want a nigga who will grow with, also show him that I will be with you from when you just I'm a regular person. So when you're
Right.
regular like me, all the way until you get to wherever your dreams are.
And
like,
I'm gonna help you get there.
I just
too.
I like ambitious people, but I don't like people with just ambition. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
there's a difference. I don't like niggas who are just dreaming. I want
Yeah.
niggas who have something. Like me, like, I'm not like, oh, rich, but I have something. Like, and I want someone to respect that. So it's like, I kind of expect the same out of other people. But that's just like, I do analysis when it comes to the type of people I want to date, because it's like, I'm not even interested in dating anymore. Like I said earlier, I was like, I'm asexual.
You're
Like,
not.
I'm fucking asexual. I don't like nobody. I don't like, even these niggas I start disliking them, like, quick.
Then they're just not the one.
All of them aren't. Yeah, I mean, that's why I
Yeah.
say, like, thank
Well,
God, but
You haven't dated everybody.
I know, right? Fuck, but I don't want to. Shit. I'm like, I really, and I've heard somewhere, and multiple people, like, they say, like, oh, pray to God about it, like, God,
Yeah.
please help me find the right person. I'm like, I do that, but I'm also like, let me pray for my future husband. Like, let me pray that you're where, you know, your mind is in the right place and you're building yourself in the right place, and no huge roadblocks hit you. Like, I really be praying for my future husband. Like, I hope you're doing well. I don't know who the fuck you are, but I hope you're doing okay, and I hope that you weren't a hoe before I met you.
Hopefully I'm praying for mine, because I be praying for my nigga.
That's good. You should.
I definitely pray for our relationship.
I want to be in one of those relationships where before you go to bed, you both kneel on the side of the bed and start praying
That's
together.
cute.
I love that. That's so cute. I really do need
Man,
it.
Rashad has made me pray before, and I'm like, no, like, I don't want to. And he's like, yeah,
Why don't you want to?
I don't want to lead.
Oh, why?
Because it's just weird for me.
Oh.
I don't have that type of connection, I guess. So I always be having him lead, and he like, no, it's your turn. And like, he really be making me go.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you should practice. It's good.
I practice in my head.
Yeah.
When I'm alone.
I do want a Christian. I don't want like a Bible thumper or anything, but I
No.
do want like Christian, any derivative of
Yeah,
Christian.
I mean, because
like,
I feel like it breeds good people for the most part.
yeah, and it teaches good morality, you know.
And I prefer that. I don't want ain't shit ass kids, because I'm gonna beat your ass.
I need a nigga who my kids are gonna be afraid of,
Yeah.
because nah. Like, I remember this one dude, we were really good friends, and he was like, I'm gonna beat my kid's ass. And that was such a turn on for me. I was like, yeah, we need to date. We need to hang out more. That's fucked up. I'm gonna beat the fuck out them little niggas. Let them try something.
Right.
But, so let's do a look at God segment.
Yeah. Well, I guess since we were talking about relationships, look at God for helping me be in a healthy one.
Okay.
And I'm not saying like it's always been that way, because we have definitely had our troubles.
Yeah, supposed to happen.
But yeah, right? Like, I just feel like I'm thankful that we're at the point that we're at now. Because if we had given up, we wouldn't have reached this point.
I know.
And I feel like that's something like some people don't realize. Like, yeah, sometimes you are supposed to give up on relationships, because I've definitely done that.
And it was worth it.
I have withdrawn. Okay.
That's me in every relationship.
Yeah, I've definitely withdrawn into a fucking still caged, still lined cocoon, because it was necessary. But yeah, I'm just thankful we're at where we're at. Like, I don't know what it like. I know how people always say like there's a honeymoon phase of a relationship. I don't think it's a phase, because like I feel like my boyfriend and I, we still feel that shit, and we're like 5 years fucking deep.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's not there all the time, but there are periods when like I feel like we both feel like, oh, the love is real. Yeah. Like, and it's super intense in those moments. And then there's other ones where it's like, yeah, I love you, but it's not like I'm about to be texting it to you every 5 seconds. And then there's other times when it's like, in one day I might say it like 5 times. I'm just like, yep, I'm thinking about you, you know? So it's like, I feel like that can stay alive through the entirety of your relationship, but you have to work for it. I feel like people think relationships are easy, and it's not. So
yeah, and it's good that you guys went through hard times.
Oh yeah.
And you just gotta make sure you have to talk about every possible issue you guys can come across.
I definitely do. Like,
in the next 20 years, like have you considered like what happens if like what would happen if like he lost his job, or you lost your job, or both of you guys lost your job?
He has already lost his job before. It's already out him like that. And
well, I mean,
but
in the
not
position,
living together.
Yeah, like owning a house.
I mean, if we did, seeing my trajectory, I would be able to afford it. I wouldn't like it, but I'd be able to afford it until he got something new. So, I mean, because he's been without a job while I've been with him before, or he's just been fucking broke. I've been fucking broke.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm like, we've been broke.
It's like we accept each other.
You just wouldn't accept him if he like just lost
quit
his job and just
was like, yeah, nah, fuck it. We're not doing this
and
no
not
more.
doing anything.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, fuck you,
not
bro.
Cool. Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, that's a good look at God, because that can tie into my look at God, because I was just saying like, thank God, man. Mm-hmm. Imagine if I ended up with any of these niggas that I dated. Yeah. Fuck. And
one of them might have been okay, but
I mean,
I don't know for sure.
There's a couple people, like I have an ex that we still talk to this day, but I dated him back when I was 18 to like 20.
Which is different. You were a different human being.
Yeah, he was retarded. Like I was stupid.
You was
like
dumb.
Yeah, he's like super. He went through the army. He's like
that's what I was talking about.
That's the person you're talking about. And it's funny because we're the only ones that still talk. Yeah, it's like he actually told me like I was a fucking retard. I'm so glad I went to the Air Force. They put me in my place. Okay. You know, so
beautiful.
He's really balanced. He's very mentally balanced. Like I haven't talked to him in a while. I'm gonna text him right now. Like, you know, like it's good, you know, but we would never date again. It's great. And plus our parents know each other, which is crazy, because he's half Nigerian, I'm full Nigerian. But yeah, it's like, thank God, because a lot of the people I dated, my whole mentality on dating was based off of some hoes. Mm-hmm. Like my whole mentality was like, oh, I'm surrounded by girls that can't be without a nigga for a second. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. I was surrounded by people who couldn't be without a nigga for a second.
That's horrible.
Always in a relationship. Always. And even we had friends who never did relationships. Or always with a nigga. Like, always. Everybody just want to be with a nigga. And that's still going on now. Mm-hmm. It's just that my crowd ain't like that no more. Like, I mean, thinking about it, I'm like, my crowd is mostly, I think everyone I'm friends with is in a relationship. And they're all, for the most part, they're all long term, but it's like I've seen all of them come to be. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I mean, I like your relationship, other people's I don't, but I'm gonna keep the shit to myself, you know, like other people I'm like, break up. Ooh. But so it's interesting, and I take it as a huge blessing being the single one around a whole bunch of people in relationships, because I'm just picking out like I would never deal with that. I will never deal with
right?
that. I will never deal with that.
Because the best way to learn is through somebody else's
Okay,
mistakes.
man, not my own. I mean, I've learned through my own, but yeah, I almost to an extent feel bad for some of the people I've dated because me dating them was just parlaying off of stupid people, you know? So I feel bad, like, we should have never dated.
I mean, they probably weren't in it for real reasons either if y'all broke up.
So,
I mean, I wouldn't feel too bad.
Yeah, because when I look back, it was like lying ass niggas. And it's not just cheating lying. It's like you just don't like who you are, so you lie about who you are as a person. Like, you know, lying ass niggas are just like, your personality is a little different because you don't want to show, like, who you really are. Like, and, I'm friendly. I'm easy to get along with. So my relationships have moved too fast also to where it's like, yes, I am going to wait a year before I even date anyone. Like, I mean, before I make it serious with anyone. Yeah. Because shit does change.
Niggas change.
I mean, man, like even the most.
Thank God I never got cheated on, but
man, I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Right, you
like,
never know.
You never fucking know because there's shit I found out 5 years after it happened.
Somebody gonna come to me as a woman.
I fucked that bitch.
I'm coming to you as a woman. Don't ever come in my inbox with that bullshit. I'll cuss you out. I'm sorry.
That statement is real because I've had someone come to me as a woman and I was like,
you out.
I was like, you guys are dating? Like that was first of all, who is this?
No, a girl has come to me like that before and she's like, are you talking to who did it? I was like, yes. And she's like, haha, okay. I was like, all right.
What are you saying?
Clearly
haha
you're
for?
moved.
But and they're saying haha like, oh, I'm fucking him too. But it's like you don't realize I don't like him,
and I didn't fuck him. So
oh right, yeah, we're remembering we're not hoes.
No,
that's just a typical.
That's the major key.
That's a typical story, which is why I said it. Like this just bitches be fucking like you don't have to fuck this nigga, but yeah, like. My look at God is God giving me the opportunity to find the right person because he really could have trapped me. I mean, the devil could have really trapped me
and some bullshit
with some major
and a learning
bullshit.
Experience.
And it's like
learning experience.
And it's also a look at God because I'm not hurt from anything that's happened. Like I have no hurt from any of it. Like I'm super thankful. You know,
it
like
been worse. Like you could have really been one of them getting cheated on ass bitches.
I could have got pregnant and had a baby by a nigga that I thought was in love with me and you know, like all them shits that could happen. You know,
bullshit ass stories that happen.
Yeah, it's like or them crazy bitches that get pregnant and keep it just to keep the man. Like I could have did that at a young age and been dumb. So it's like I'm very thankful for the position he put me in, and I'm thankful that I'm about to graduate soon. So I'm thankful that when I'm on the market as like a single person, I'm on the market as a Black woman who manages a laboratory, who has her bachelor's and master's. I would rather be on the market as that person. So that's my look at God.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, so
y'all send yours in.
Yeah, tell us what God has done for you.
And we forgot to say I see you universe.
I see you universe.
Either or. Send it in. We want to hear about it. You can send it to Ashleyandninapod@gmail.com or you can hit us up on our Instagram and Twitter at YAGI_podcast. You can also hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/YAGIPOD. And I said all my bits, Nina.
Yeah. Did you say www.weareyagip.com?
I believe so.
If she didn't, I just said it again.
I think I said that first.
But you know, niggas be tired.
Right.
But also you can find us on Apple Podcasts. Search Young and Get In It podcast. Get In does not have a G at the end because we're getting it. We're not getting it. So subscribe on there. Rate and review on Apple Podcasts. Also, we're on soundcloud.com/weareyagip. Please follow us on there. Comment. We love talking to y'all. Thank you for listening, by the way. We see all y'all from all different countries, all different states and everything. We fuck with y'all heavy. Also, we're on YouTube, Young and Getting It Podcast, Google Play, Stitcher, and Pocket Cast. Search Young and Getting It Podcast and you'll find us there. And this is the end of episode 24.
Ooh, we almost at that quarter century mark.
My God.
It's coming.
All right. We'll see y'all soon. Bye. We won't see y'all, actually. We won't.
You'll hear us.
Peace.